Welcome, everybody. It is Impromptu Facebook Live Wednesday. Well, it's not too impromptu because I knew a few hours ago. I've actually planned for today. And I'm going to wait for a few more people to join us before we get started. But I'm excited. Today I'm giving free training for emotion code and body code practitioners. So if you are one, stay tuned. If you know one, invite them to watch today because I'm giving some free training on what you need to say or how to talk to people, how to talk to prospects about the emotion code. I know that you know that I know that it's a challenge sometimes. So if you're watching, say hello. Let me know that you're here. I know a couple people are viewing it right now, so say hello. I like to talk. I like to chat. I like to know that you're here. Okay, I'm seeing Maria Laroni is in the house. Hey, Maria, welcome. Jeannie Brazel is watching me. Hey, Maria and Jeannie. I know, Jeannie, you are an emotion code practitioner, and you probably need to explain the emotion code to people sometimes, and learning how to do that's really important. You know, how do you do that? What do you say? You're saying, I haven't been here for a while. I know I've had different hours, and I'm really trying to find the sweet spot when I can do it during the week. I think I'm going to start doing Wednesday noon sessions for emotion code practitioners and body code practitioners. So if you're joining us, say hello. Sheldon Foster's in the house, who was recently in Las Vegas taking the emotion code training here with Dr. Bradley Nelson. So Sheldon, give us a couple words about your experience in Las Vegas. My hunch is you came home super, super excited. So drop us a note. We're watching live. I'm here in beautiful Victoria, BC today. And today is a special training program, free, for emotion code, body code practitioners. And how do you talk to people about the emotion code? What do you need to say? So I got a couple pages of notes here that I'm going to cover today. So first, we're going to just do a little chill out, relax a little bit. I've got 2 minutes to the top of the hour. So we're welcoming, collecting people as they join us. So, hey, say hello. We got 6 people viewing. We have Maria, Jeannie said hello, Sheldon said hello. If you're watching, give me a thumbs up, say hello, let me know that you're here. And if you're an emotion code, body code practitioner, run right now and get a pen and paper because I've got some juicy things for you to know about talking to prospects. You know, are you one of those people that fumble and mumble trying to explain it, or you talk way too much about the emotion code and you glaze their eyes? You know, do you have opportunities to speak in front of groups of people and don't know where to get started? Well, I'm going to talk about that today. So go ahead, say hello, let me know that you're here. I got my emotion code, Motion Bros, cup of coffee. Willa Veery is with us today. She's from GA, which I think is Georgia. Hey, Willa. We are just, Amelia Bell is going to take notes. She's joined us. She's also in the process of becoming a certified emotion code practitioner. I've been coaching and mentoring her. So, Amelia, welcome. If you're watching, say hello. Oh, there's Joade from Bognor Regis, UK. So hello to you, Joade. Nice to have you with us. Yeah. So today I'm doing a special training. It's for emotion code, body code practitioners, or really any kind of healer. And it's really about how do you talk to people about the emotion code? Like, what do you need to say? And most importantly, what don't you need to say? You know, what not you, but somebody you know. What are some people telling too much of that's causing the glazy eye? I know what you mean. You know what I mean by the glazy eye. So in a few more minutes, I'm going to get started with an official program. But yeah, people are saying hello. You're letting me know where you're watching from. I'm in beautiful Victoria, BC. It's on the west coast of Canada, on an island just north of Seattle, just to give you a picture. And I have a very busy, successful emotion code practice. I'm actually limiting my sessions to 3 a day. That's how busy I am. I could be busier, but you know, I've got lots of other stuff going on. I'm doing seminars here in Victoria. I'm doing a law of attraction certification in Las Vegas. I'm going to Toronto, going to Eastern Canada. So Yeah, I got a sweet business. Some of you may know me from the Emotion Code Bro Show on Saturday with John. And John, too, is having a very super busy practice. And he's filling his calendar. And we're going to tell you how we do that, both him and I, and what you could be doing so you can do that, too, if you're not already. And trust me, it means getting out of your family and friends because they're not going to pay you in most cases. Well, probably in many cases. So stay tuned. Pamelia is saying, yes, you have been coaching me and you are an awesome coach. I highly recommend you. Thank you. I'm going to give you a heart for that. Good. Couple more minutes. We're going to get started. Today we are talking about what you need to say and not say to prospects about the emotion code. There's so many opportunities to meet people on the airplane, in the coffee shop, online. And, the beauty of the emotion code work is that you can have a client anywhere. It doesn't have to be in your neighborhood or your family. It's called distance healing for a reason. It can be at a distance. I'm working with people in Malaysia and Singapore and Australia and the UK, Mexico, Peru. And I don't need to be there. So Jeannie's saying family doesn't pay. No. They're bossy about it, though. My sister calls me often and said, hey, can you work on mom's leg or can you work on mom's arm or whatever it is? My mom's in a senior home with the walker, so, she's always bent over. First thing I always do is I align her neck and her back, and it's always severely out of balance. And as soon as I do that, she smiles. She can feel the difference right away. Well, good. We're going to get started in just a minute. Kelly Carson's in the house. Good morning, afternoon, Kelly. 12:02 here on the West Coast. Here's irony. Across the street is the social media camp. That's a conference going on. I was supposed to speak at it, and something happened that he never got back to me. And I was thinking, so right now is an example how I'm using social media to build my business and extend my reach and get people to know me, get people to like me, get people to trust me, which is the secret formula. Jeannie Purcell, can you write the secret formula down, please? Know, comma, like, comma, and trust. Know, like, and trust. And if you don't know me and you're starting to get to know me, well, welcome. My name's Michael Losier. Some of you may know me from my 3 best-selling books, and some of you may know me from just hanging out with me on Saturday with John and I. Okay. Maria's got a good question. Here's my question for today. What do you say to people who are skeptical about the effectiveness of the emotion code? Well, I don't always get those people, but when I do, I like to offer them a free session right there, right then, and under 3 minutes. And I always like to choose, that's KNOW, Jeannie, know, like, and trust. And I always like to do chronic pain because almost everybody has been. My lower back, my hips, my ankles, my feet, my neck. Most people have that. And when I can loosen up, in most cases, most being like 99% of the time, remove their chronic pain within minutes, that shuts them up every time. Every time. I wouldn't try to work on money blocks or anything else that's kind of like slow release fertilizer where it takes time. Or sometimes food items, and they'll say, well, notice over the next couple of days. But chronic pain is the one to start with. And the older the pain, the better. Right? Not, I hurt my arm today pain. It's like, my back has been bothering me for 7 years. And then I'd agitate it. And I say, oh, really? Well, what have you done so far? Oh, you've been to the doctor. Oh, you had an MRI. Okay. Oh, I see. And I go on and on and on. And then I say, well, just give me a second. Like the guy that I stopped at 7-Eleven that had a cane. He was like 25 years old. I thought, why does he have a cane? He's 25 years old. Well, he had an accident months ago, and he was still limping until I was done with them. We sat on the curb outside of 7-Eleven, and he put his cane up on the garbage can and walked home. Yeah, I know. That's the emotion code. We have Francisca Lucia from Windsor, Ontario. Hey, Francisca, welcome. Okay, Heather Fisher from snowy Labrador City on the far east coast of Canada. And Joades has completed the emotion code process, and he is signing up for the 7 Keys. It's an online program. It has 23 pages, 9 videos. I'm going to talk about that shortly. Okay, I'm ready to get started. So hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Michael Losier, and I am a certified emotion code practitioner with the lovely and talented Dr. Bradley Nelson. And I have a thriving business, a thriving emotion code business, and people that I'm working with and supporting are having thriving businesses. Why? Because we understand what we need to say and do to talk to prospects about it. I know as you're doing your training, you're required to do 30 people and animals and so on. Guess what? They never paid you. And then to go back and ask them to pay you for another session, it's kind of tough. Not to mention getting your family to pay or your friends to pay. So I would just resolve you're not going to get paid from family and friends. Just resolve that. Just say that to yourself. So you need to know how to talk to people. You need to know how to meet somebody and introduce it. About a month ago, I was here in Victoria, and I went to a real estate expo, and I spoke on the law of attraction. Remember the topic, the real estate expo. I talked on law of attraction and how realtors should use it, and I had this chart in my booth. I had an exhibit. Well, about 3 hours in, I have people lined up listening to me talk about the emotion code. I never solicited the business. They just asked me. And as I'm talking to one person, 2 people gathered and 3 people gathered. And this woman that had neck pain for multiple years, up to maybe 8 or 9 years, I removed all the chronic pain in her neck, and then people applauded. It was like it was a show, a Vegas show. People applauded. She's moving her neck and can't believe how, and then said, oh, I'm next and I'm next. So the point that I'm making is you and I know that the emotion code is a little out there with the subject. So what do you need to say to people? Well, the first 3 things, if you're taking notes, I want you to write these down. The formula is called know, K-N-O-W, like and trust. Know, like, and trust. John and I have been doing our Bros show since June or July. People are getting to know us. We're dominating YouTube with the video. We've done them for 8 months, 10 months. We're dominating iTunes and Stitcher podcast channels with the emotion code. Well, people are getting to know us. And we're sincere. We're helping people every week. So now people are getting to like us. And when people like you, they will listen. Jeannie, write that down. When people like you, they will listen. Because if you didn't like me right now, you wouldn't be listening. So first you got to know me. And then you got to like me. Why? Because I was helpful. I was giving free information away. I'm entertaining. John and I are funny. People like us. And then the third element is trust. And when people trust, people will pay. When people trust, people will pay. So write that down, Jeannie Brazel. So know, like, and trust. So when I'm working on the Bros Show, we're really doing a sales presentation. We're getting people to know us, like us, and trust us. Do you suppose people hire John and I after the show? Would you believe that most of our clients come from the 7 Keys program that we do? So that's how I started. I'm a trainer's trainer. I've trained 470 trainers in 17 countries how to teach law of attraction. So I'm good at helping people discuss a complicated subject. Could be NLP, could be an emotion code, it could be law of attraction. So people will get it, they'll know, like, and trust you, and then they'll want more. So I put together a program that's called the 7 Keys. If you watch the Bros Show, we know we talk about it. We're not teaching the emotion code. Dr. Bradley's the only one to do that. We're explaining to the public the keys. As you know, one of them is the chart, one of them is a magnet, one of them is Bing proxy. If you watch the show, they're right here. There's the 7 keys, hydrated practitioner, the emotion code chart, and we talk about the 7 keys. So now people are getting the big picture of the understanding. So today I want to talk to you as a practitioner, either a emotion code practitioner or a body code practitioner. And if you're taking notes, I want you, oh, Jeannie's saying to say it again. When people trust you, they'll hire you, right? They trust you, then they'll, think about the people that you're buying stuff from. They're probably not strangers other than going to the store, but people that you're getting services from, probably trust them in some degree. So here's one of the key elements to remember. Now, I'm going to be talking about material from this program. It is a robust program. It's got 9 videos. I hope I'm getting this right. 9 videos, 24 pages, and it's a few hours long, and I go through the whole process, how to stand up in front of the room or how to do it in front of a group like I'm doing right now, how to present the 7 keys, and then how to make an irresistible offer so they're going to want to hire you. In other words, how to fill your calendar. But today, here's page 18. I'm going to talk about page 18. I'm giving that away today for free. You'll also see in the chat, Delilah has put the link to this program with a $95 off coupon that you can use. But first, I want you to trust me. I want you to hear just one page of information that's in here. So if you're taking notes at the top of the page, I want you to write this. I am in business to solve problems, period. I am in business to solve problems. Joade, can you write that in the notes for me in the comments? I am in business to solve problems. Some people are in business to create opportunities, but you're not. You're in business to solve problems. So you need to have your problem listening ears. Your problem listening ears. Now, underneath that sentence, I want you to write benefit words. I'm going to show you the title. Benefit words, words that stimulate purchasing decisions. I'll say that again. Benefit words, words that stimulate purchasing decisions. Now, Jeannie, you've taken this program. I know that you know some of these words that stimulate purchasing decisions. You know who else uses these words? The Shopping Channel, the Home Shopping Network. They use them a lot. Why? Because they stimulate purchases. Why? Because they help solve people's problems. So the title is Benefit Words, Words that Stimulate Purchases. On the left-hand side, I want you to draw an arrow pointing downward. See the red arrow? And then on the right-hand side, an arrow pointing upwards. So I'm going to give you a list of words. These are benefit words. When people hear them, they say, ooh, I want to have. Matter of fact, I'm going to use some of these words for you right now. Now, some of you I know are struggling to try to help people understand about the emotion code. You're struggling trying to get business. But what if I could help you increase? Yeah, that's one of the words. What if I could help you increase your confidence and increase your vocabulary so you understood the words that were important? What if I helped you reduce your anxiety about talking to people? You see, the word increase and reduce are key words. So the arrow pointing down, I want you to write these words for me. The word reduce. What can you help your client reduce? I'd like a couple of people to answer that for me. What can you help your clients reduce? For example, I can help you reduce your pain. I can help you reduce your eating habits. What else can the emotion code body help people reduce? How about eliminate? What can you help your client eliminate? How about eliminate the seasonal allergies? We're doing a show on that this Saturday. I can help you eliminate your... Boy, I didn't have to tell you how. I don't care how. You can help me eliminate my seasonal allergies. I am in. How about lower? What can you help your clients lower? Lower their fear, lower their anxiety, lower their intolerance for anything. So let's recap. The words are reduce, eliminate, lower. How about save? You know, what can I help you save? I can help you save hundreds of hours of therapy. That's what I can help you save. I can help you save multiple therapy sessions in a half hour of emotion code. Yeah, what can you help people save? Now, they're just a few words. There's many more. They're just a few ones. Reduce, eliminate, lower, save, shrink. I can help you shrink something. I can help you make it smaller. Now, let's go to the up arrow. These are words that make things go bigger. I can help you increase. I can help you increase your comfort around other people if that was your problem. I could help you increase the flexibility in your neck and your back. I can help you increase your weight loss. Okay, give me some more examples. What can you help your clients increase? What about improve? I recently worked with a young guy that was a stutterer for 21 years. I helped him improve his speech so he no longer stutters. Improve. I can help you improve your health. I can help you improve your confidence. How about enhance? What can you help your client enhance? Well, I can help you enhance the quality of your life by reducing your stress, by reducing your anxiety, by reducing your fear. I can help you enhance your creativity by reducing your insecurity around writing or eliminating your writing blocks. Do you hear what I'm doing? I'm taking the same words, pluck, 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 over and over and over again. Oh, you want to grow your business? That's another word in the up arrow, grow. How about build? How about expand? What can you help people build? Build confidence, build their business, build better relationships with people. And I haven't told you how. It's too early for that. So, you know what? I'm really having a tough time at work. I'm not getting along with a lot of people. You know what? What if I could help you build better relationships at work and just reduce all the conflict that you're getting, help you connect better with other people? Yeah, that's what I want. Why? Because these are the words that are solving the problem. Number one, you're in business to solve problems. Number two, here's how I can help you do that. I'm going to read some good comments here. Pamelia Bella saying, help you increase earnings, improve your confidence, build, expand, create more peace. Jeannie saying, improve relationships, increase your level of happiness. Maureen, purple shirt. Let's see. Eliminate certain food cravings. Yeah, I'm not talking reduce food cravings. I'm talking about eliminating food cravings. When people call me about my weight loss program, and if you've been following me, I've lost a lot. I'm losing, continuing to reduce my body size. And I'm telling people, I'll help you eliminate that. Oh, you have an ice cream challenge? Oh, yeah, I eat so much. I don't say, well, I can help you with the emotion code. I don't tell them that. That what if, in under 2 or 3 minutes, I could help you eliminate your desire, your craving, your interest, your desire, or trigger ever to have ice cream again. Like, holy S-balls, really? Yeah, really. Or you should sit beside me on an airplane. You know I've got my magnets with me. And you know you're going to have a session on the airplane. Okay, I'm still reading some good comments here. Let's see. Maureen's loving my purple shirt. Thanks, Maureen. My new purple shirt. Well, I did a presentation last Friday, and I went to buy a new shirt. There's something about, I always have to wear something new. New shirt, new ties, or new shoes. So of course, I have lots of that because I did it. So I go buy a new shirt, and in my head, I thought, I'm going to buy a new shirt. My budget's $100. I knew where I was going. And when I go in there, the guy said, you know what? This is your lucky day because they are today, if you buy one for $100, you get one free, but only till 3 o'clock today. And I went in at 2 o'clock. Yeah, I know. And then I was looking for a tie because in my head I was going to buy a shirt and tie. So I looked at the ties. All the ties were $50. And he said, till 4 o'clock today, if you buy one tie, you get 2 free. So I left with 2 dress shirts and 3 ties. So that's $350. And the whole order came to $150. So I was pretty happy. Jeannie Brazel, I helped my hubby eliminate his Coke and Dr. Pepper addiction. Imagine that, getting rid of soda. She didn't say reduce, although people would be interested in that. Eliminate. I remember working with, I could write a book of success stories, but it wouldn't be very believable, the stuff that I'm helping people with. But this one guy on December 2nd, he hired me and he said pizza. He said, I won't even go to a steakhouse because they don't sell pizza. If there's no pizza, I'm not going. That's his rule. Pizza and Coke or Diet Coke. That's all he had. So on December 2nd, I eliminated pizza and Diet Coke, and we are in May 1st or 2nd, May 2nd, and he hasn't had a slice or a drink of soda. And he's told lots of people about me. Probably once a week, I'm getting a $400 package from a client that says, blank, blank, recommended you. Boy, is he ever different. He goes on and on and on and on about you. Yes, we love that. First, I'm going to do a quick little screen share here, and let's see what we got here. Maureen, she's not had a snack bowl. Now that, Maureen, that was a nightly habit, if I remember. I'd love to hear more about your snack bowl. Here we go. I'm going to show you this little PowerPoint presentation. So what I'm showing you right now is what we're talking about right now. Book more clients. So there's new prospects. Today we're talking about how do you talk to new prospects. Number one, you listen for what their problems are because you're in business to solve them. And number two, you use words that stimulate their purchases. We're going to talk more about new prospects. Then you have existing clients. You know, I follow up with my clients. Well, first I always over-deliver. At the end of my session, I like to throw in a little bonus. And I usually do the bonus of creative insecurity. And creative insecurity is also known as writer's block. They're stuck trying to figure stuff out, or designing block, or they have to do text for their website. So that's how I tell them. They didn't hire me for that, but honestly, it only takes about 2 minutes. Or also, hey, before we go, do you have any food items that you'd like to get rid of? And they say, oh yes, I'd love to get rid of French fries or whatever. And I said, let's do a little quickie on that. So everybody likes a little dessert after paying for a meal. Like, you know, when you go to a restaurant and the chef comes out or the server comes out and says, here's compliments dessert. We love that. I know you do. I went to the barber today, thank you. And I was watching the barbers give the kids, 2 kids there, a little sucker. Well, they went, they're going to have trapped emotions about that now, but they loved it. We love a little gift. So my existing clients, they get a little gift from me at the end, and in most cases, I'm following up with them the next day. If they text me, I text them. If they MSM me, I MSM them back. They emailed me, like to find out how they're doing, particularly if they didn't have a second appointment. And thirdly, there's the in-person signature presentation, which is the 7 keys right here. It is an online video training, 9 videos, 32 pages. I keep saying that. I hope it's the right number. You'll forgive me if it's not. And I teach you how to stand up in the front of the room, deliver an emotion code presentation, bring people and what kind of people, who and what, how to bring them to the front of the room, how to do a live demo in front of the room on emotion code process, who to choose, so everybody's mouth is dropping. And then what to say and do, so they're going to want to hire you, book your. So the program is $495. Today I'm offering a $95 off coupon. You'll see we put it out there. But today, that's where clients come from. There's new ones on the street, networking meetings at trade shows. There's existing ones. You know why? I'm saying this respectfully. It's easier to get money from existing clients than new ones. That makes sense. Why? Because of the know, like, and trust factor. Most of my existing clients rehire me for other things. It's easier for me, it's easier for them. And thirdly, it's about doing an in-person signature presentation. Now, you could also do it on Facebook Live or privately or whatever you want to do on video. It's the same 7 keys, but I love to be on stage, so that's why I'm doing it that way. So that's the 3 parts of the program. So let's go back to, so number 1, we covered the benefit words. Now the next thing we're going to answer this question. Pamelia Bell, I want you to write this for me, the sentence. Hopefully you can see it. Yep. How to answer, so what do you do? You can build a successful business with that question, because you can get asked it a lot. Now, they're not asking you what your title is. If they said, what's your title, you would say, I'm an emotion code practitioner, but that's not what they're asking you. What do you do? But before I go to that part, I'm just going to go back and read some comments here. Will Avira is saying, yeah, referrals are important for sure, and you need to honor them. But sometimes people ask me if I have an affiliate program with my referrals, and I respectfully say that I don't have one, but I'll give you an extra 10 minutes in our next session. That's like giving somebody free dessert. They love that. Jawade got rid of his addiction to bread. So did I, Jawade, about a year and a half ago. And out of all the foods I ever eliminated, that one was the most stubborn. I had to do 2 or 3 quickie sessions. Maureen's saying at night we would have snack bowls while watching TV. And after my session, with Michael, I never had it again. WTF, I never had it again. Yeah, Pamela saying I would love if someone would write a book on everything that the emotion code, body code eliminated. Well, first I want to show you something. Inside the 7 keys, I talk about how to have a handout, because you want people to write things down, and we actually get them to write the 7 keys. What do you think the secret is? When I get somebody to write this down, why do we get people to do that? Because they'll take it home. Oh, they wrote on that. It's personalized. Now, Pamelia, this is kind of on the front here. See all the check marks of the things? Now, Dr. Bradley has more in his book, but I haven't worked on those. So the sentence is, Michael has had success where the emotion code was used for, and I'm showing all the items. Now, there's things on Dr. Brad's book that I haven't had those clients, so I don't put them on here. But you can say this, Pamelia has had success where the emotion code was used for acid reflux, addiction, allergies, anxiety, arthritis, asthma, back pain, blocks to ombudsman, blocks to clients, blocks to health, blocks to love, bowels, broken heart, chronic fatigue, constipation, depression, eczema, excessive sweating, food addiction. So the front, the 7 keys filled it in, and on the back there's nothing even about the emotion code. Look at the back. Because we want to say, yes, I suffer from those. And then on the bottom is the irresistible offer. I'll say, if you book a half hour with me, I'll give you 2 half hours. You'll get 2 half hours. Now, a lot of people, you take you up on that offer, and now they're in your system, and now they know, like, and trust you. Or you could say, if you book a half-hour session tonight, I'll give you a 15-minute free session. Anyway, this template is inside the system here, and you'll get a copy of that. Pamelia said, I need to make cards already. I'm going to show you my card. You'll hardly even find the word emotion code on it. Do you suffer from, I went to my barber today. He's got a whole stack of those. He never tells people what it is. They just see, do you suffer from? And on the back, I get them to go to my website where I talk about the 7 keys. So when they hire me, I don't have to talk about the 7 keys. They already know about it. Okay, very good. Hey, we're having fun today. I'm going to hang on a little bit longer. What is your question so far? What's your question? What stimulated you? What got you excited? What made sense today out of everything we're talking about? Because I know some of you are having challenges. But in 2 more minutes, we're going to answer the question, so what do you do? everybody's always answering with their title. I didn't ask you what your title was. I want to know what you do. And if you don't blow them away, or if you don't stimulate them with an answer, bye. You know, I'm at a real estate expo. People ask me what I did. I said, well, and then I answer this question, and then they start more. Yeah, Kelly Clarkson. I didn't know you. I didn't have a business card for years. I ran a very successful law of attraction business without one. But now, because I'm doing a lot of emotion code work, and I can work with people all over the world because I'm traveling all the time. In the past, it would be like, oh, you know, there's no sense in meeting somebody in the airport in, you know, Malaysia because I can't work with them unless it's online, and now I can work with anybody. So these are my business cards. Good stuff. So, Maria Laroni, I'd like you to write these two sentences down for me. Here's the first one. Do you know when, and then go ellipsis, do you know when, ... And in brackets, put state the problem. Everybody else, it looks like this. Do you know when, state the problem. And then get a yes from them. Here's the next sentence. Well, what I do is ... State the solution. I'll keep this up here. I'll say it one more time. Do you know when? State the problem. Well, what I do is state the solution. Now, the beauty of this model is it's interchangeable. I was at the Real Estate Expo. Last week I was at an entrepreneurial expo. I could be at a health show. Doesn't matter where I'm at. This is the standard. Thank you for Maria. Kevin Hoon's in the house. Help shine the spotlight on people and their businesses. Yeah, shine's a good word. Okay, Maria just wrote it down. Let's give everybody a little hearts there for Maria. Do you know when? State the problem. Well, what I do is. Now, let's just say we are at a networking meeting, and we're just kind of networking. And you come up to me and you say, hey, Michael, they look at my name tag. Hey, Michael, what do you do? And I say, oh, I'm an emotion code practitioner. A glazing. They don't know what it means. It doesn't stimulate them. Now, I know something they don't know. It's not very friendly. It's hard to describe. And now they're done. We're not connecting at all. When you're not connecting with somebody, they're not knowing, liking, and trusting you. So here's how we do it. Somebody comes up to me now. I answer the question. Remember the first question. Do you know when? Do you know when you hear about people that have chronic back pain or chronic neck pain, or they have pain in their knees, and they've tried forever? They've done drugs and patches and MRIs. They've done everything, and their chronic pain is kind of unexplained. Now, here's what's important. If the person you're talking to, that is not happening to them, they're still listening. Because I didn't say, do you know when you have chronic pain? I said, do you know when you hear about people complaining about chronic pain in their neck or their lower back, and they've tried everything, patches, rubs, lotions, potions, you know, they've been to the doctor, they've had MRIs, and it's unexplained. Pause. I'm pausing because I'm waiting for them to say what? Yes. Even if they've never had pain in their life, they'll say, oh yeah, my mother's got that problem. My kids have that. My boyfriend, my girlfriend, my wife, my mother, my employee, my employer. Everybody knows. That's why I say, do you know when you'll hear about someone complaining about that? And they say yes. Yeah, I'm going to run into the phone booth. I'm going to put my Superman outfit on, and I'm going to come back out, and I'm going to say, well, what I do is that I'm able to identify what caused that pain in their neck or their arm, and I'm able to remove it within minutes without even having to touch them. Then shut up. Like, don't say anything. And now, they're not glazing now, they're like swirling. It's like, you can fix it in a few minutes without, what is that? And then the most delicious question comes up next. Well, how do you do that? You see how I'm engaging them? They said yes. They know when people have chronic pain unexplained. Oh, you can help people with it. I never even mentioned the emotion code yet until they say, well, how do you do that? Now I have their permission. The entrepreneurial net last week, people networking. So they knew what I did because I spoke. But when people would ask me, I would say, well, do you know how you hear about, entrepreneurs and business people, sometimes they just lose their spark. They get started with work and they put it off and they get distracted and they have one idea to another and they never get anything done. They're going, oh, I know that. Well, what I help people do is to eliminate all that brain clutter, eliminate all that brain fog, and help them get clarity so they get things done. How do you do that? Yeah, well, then I got permission. Now I can talk about the emotion code. Now I can give them a card. Okay, who wants to try that? Who wants to do pretend somebody to, what is your kind of, maybe you're working with animals, well, do you know how you hear about pets or, give me a couple of examples and I'm going to help tighten them up for you, then make them better. Who'd like to do that? Who'd like to give me an example of the question, so what do you do? Let me help you with that. Hey, and you know what, I do free things once in a while. I had a friend who called me and said, can you help my friend? He's the CEO of a large company here in Victoria. He has to lay on his back about a half hour, 5 times a day because he's in so much pain. Oh, I loved hearing that. I fixed it over the phone in a 15-minute session. I followed up with him at the end of the day, and he says the whole office is in shock. He said, because he was using a cane. Everyone wants to know how it got fixed because he went in the office, he shut the door, and he came out, and he's yelling. He said, everybody look, and he's twisting, he's squatting. So now, yesterday, Monday, I submitted a proposal, and I'm going to go into this large corporation. I'm going to do a 7 keys presentation, and they have 6 employees that are smokers that are costing the company a lot of time and going out for smoke breaks. And I put together a very lucrative contract to work with those 6 people after doing an emotion code present. And that's just my entry into the company. There's also a big warehouse. Do you think some of the bros out in the back room have sore necks and sore legs and sore back? Do you think some of the office staff have lower back problems and carpal tunnel problems? Because I did a free presentation. And I made sure it was on physical pain, because physical pain is the one that gets the biggest aha moments. And like Maria Laroni asked me earlier, how do you prove it? You just do physical pain. Because you get results. Even the 7 keys, who do you bring to the front of the room? Physical pain. Good. Here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to hear from as many people as possible in the next 5 minutes. Tell me something that you learned today that was kind of an aha moment for you, or something eye-opening, something that you heard that really stimulated you to get you excited, or something that made sense. Drop me some notes here. If you're watching the recording after the live, I still will check this every day. I'll read the comments. Okay, Kevin Hume saying, Michael, I will do it. Do you know when you hear about business owners complaining about the economy being bad? Yeah, good, Kevin. Now I want you to milk it. I really want you to agitate that problem. Give me a couple other, add to that. Because the other person that's listening, you want them to finally do this. Oh, I know, a lot of people complaining about that. And this is a yes. And so is this. This is a yes. That's what you want. You want to get a yes. Say, well, what I do is boom, boom, boom. I remember when I first learned this, I would take multiple jobs, even if they weren't even mine, to practice this. You're in business to solve problems. Do you know how you hear about, or do you know how you're reading in the news nowadays about? The key here is that you're not engaging. Do you know when you hear, when you do this, you're not doing this with your finger. You say, you know how you hear about? Do you know how in the news right now, I had a client, I talk about it in the training, he was a parenting coach. When people say, what do you do? He would say, do you have kids? And if the answer was no, they'd stop listening. He wouldn't tell them anything. But now here's what he says. Do you know how you hear about parents that are having a lot of challenge trying to communicate with their teenagers nowadays, and they're just not getting the lingo, and they don't even understand that whole age group? And even if you don't have kids, you're saying, oh, my friend Betty's having a challenge right now with her kids. See the difference between, do you say, do you know how you hear about? Okay, Jeannie Brazel was a great refresher for me. I've done well with my business, but I'm ready to ramp it up. Jeannie Brazel, I know you've taken the training. It's time to do one of these in your neighborhood and city. Joanne's saying to give other people the R factor. Just do work on physical pain. That's the one where you will get the trust. Even if they're skeptical, when you can remove somebody's pain, they're on board. Thumbs up to Joade. Thank you. Thumbs up to Jeannie Brazel. Who else? Who's got a question, comment? What did you like? Do you know other emotion code practitioners that probably should be in this group? Yeah. Yeah, Jeannie says, Pamelia's saying, well, not even to mention the emotion code at this point. Just get them to listen. Do you know how people have aches and pains, unexplained? I like that, unexplained. Do you know how people that have horrible insomnia problems, they've tried everything, pills and lotions and potions and patches and hypnotherapy and drugs, and there's just no solution? Well, I help uncover what's keeping people from sleeping, and so they can get better sleep without even touching them or taking any drugs. Wow, how do you do that? We love that. Boy, when they say, how do you do that, you can almost guarantee that's an in. Like, they just gave me permission. Thumbs up to Jeannie Brazel and Permelia. Hey, we had a good turnout today. We've got a lot of good questions and comments. I'm going to recap everything that you learned today. Well, not everything. I'm going to recap. Benefit words that stimulate purchasing decisions. Oh, you're not convinced? Go turn on the shopping channel or the shopping network and listen to how many times they use the word reduce, lower, eliminate, save, build, expand, grow, improve, increase. Then you'll know. And I want you to script out so what do you do? Script out a couple of them, because you never know where you're going to be. Do you have a business audience? Do you have an audience that's in pain? Do you have, everything? You're in a writer's group. Well, do you know how you hear about writers that sometimes get writer's block and they spend months avoiding writing and they don't even know why? They don't even get started with that. Well, what I do is I help identify what's causing the writer block, and I help remove it within minutes. Really? How do you do that? We love that. Cindy Griffin Elder. I love learning the right words to use. Thanks, Michael Losier. Thank you, Cindy. Okay, a couple more comments. What time is it? It's 12:44. Navita Williams is saying, I missed it here. He's saying, I have pains come on instantly with wheat or any food. My kinesiologist said I'm allergic to glucose and all sugars. Well, if that's true, then you could use the emotion code to get rid of your addiction, your craving, your habit, your triggers to want to have glucose and all sugars, and then it wouldn't agitate that, if it's true that that's why you're having those reactions. Susan Arthur, ooh, a cheeky little Facebook Live. Happy days. Thank you, Susan. Jeannie's saying, right now, most of my clients come from referrals. I have clients in 2 other countries and across the United States. Michael, you are inspiring me to go higher. Remember earlier, Jeannie, I'm just going to just want to acknowledge the point that you're making. If it's true that and I know it is true, that you're getting your existing clients are bringing in new clients, what can you do to spend more time caring for existing clients? What can you do to be in front of their face again? What can you gift them? What can you give them? Is it a physical thank you card that might cost 97 cents to get one client? Are you willing to spend 97 cents? I'm saying that for the card or the cost and a step, whatever. Let's just say it's $2. Are you willing to spend $2 to make $100? I don't know. That sounds like good marketing. That sounds like good marketing to me. And not you, Jeannie, but are you following up the next day, getting a checkup? That's why we do the severity. On a scale of 1 to 10, what's the severity of your pain? Oh, it's a 10. Okay, today I got it to a 0. Follow up and say, hey, I'm just checking yesterday. We started off with a pain of 10. We got it to a 0. How are things feeling today? So make sure you're serving your existing clients. A, they'll rehire you, and B, they'll be a source of recommendation. Okay, Navita Williams is looking for help. How would I know if it's true? I do have the book, The Emotion Code. Well, somebody can reach out, and Navita, you can hire an emotion code practitioner, a body code practitioner, which is very different than probably what you've done so far, and they can do muscle testing. I don't think you can do it on your own. If you do have the book, having the book is not enough. Certified trained facilitator would probably be a much better job to be able to do that for you. If you need a recommendation, let me know. I have a couple people in mind for that. Yeah, Jeannie does follow-ups too. Yeah, I love doing follow-ups. And if it's, and it always stimulates ideas. Now, one of the strategies that I do on the first meeting, I tell them to bring a list. Have you heard me say that? Hashtag bring a list. And if they've hired me for a half hour and I got like a lot of things on the list, but not everything, then you can suggest another meeting. Say, well, look how much we did today. We worked on 5 items and we got about 4 more to do. So when you're ready, and after you get the results from today, then we can work more on the list. That's why it's $95 off, not 95% off. Did somebody write that? I'll go back and check. Yeah, so again, can somebody write down the point that I'm making? If you are building a list, yeah, Delilah, it says get 95% off the Train the Trainer program. So thank you, Kelly, for bringing that to attention. I'm just going to delete that there. I just deleted it. Yeah, bring a list. And then they come with the list, and you do the work that you can with the list. And then you can work with them more after that. Okay, what time is it? 2 more minutes. I'm about to sign off. Thanks, everybody, for chilling out with me today. This Saturday on The Bro Show, we are doing seasonal allergies. So we'd love to hear you. Navita, I'm going to type this for you. It's my buddy John. He's at aliveandpure.com. And I bet you with aliveandpure.com. And I bet you with a 30-minute session, you can learn a lot about what you need to know. That'd be great. Okay, I'm going to hang out for a few more minutes, answer anybody's questions that you might have. Maureen saying, thank you, Michael. I always love hearing you and always learn so much. Well, thank you. Okay, thanks, Navita. Check out aliveandpure.com. John's a body code practitioner and motion code, so that's why I'm recommending him for you to work with you. Hey, Caleb. Thanks as always, Michael. You're welcome. Thank you, Pramelia. Another great live training. I might do another one Wednesday. Maybe I'll do them every Wednesday. Take a different subject. You guys were very attentive today. I love that. So felt like I got great value from doing that. Okay, everybody, let's say goodbye. Thanks for chilling out here on Facebook Live inside of Michael Losier's Emotion Code Hangout Room. Cheers.